inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were... a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Holt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off play action, Holt rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They run up the middle with Bush, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The Bears sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Holt, he'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Bush trying the middle. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Off the bootleg. Holt on the move to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So... the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive. The Bears offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Holt. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll pitch it to Bush. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevens. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, this is Bush. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Holt. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start the drive. Holt. Caught. It's Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Wilson with it, complete. He's got room at the 30. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown Bears. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Bush. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying it. Out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start.
Off play action. Holt. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Bush. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
On 1st down, they stick with Bush. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be...
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Holt.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
To throw on 2nd down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1. There. The Chicago offense set to get started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Steps away.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Miller. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fall.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And his first look is incomplete.
These 2 teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Holt.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Packer football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Bush. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances, because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one, so they don't fall into a big hole. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's the option.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Miller. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Miller. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 1st and 10, Holt. And he's got his man on the out route.
That's what it is, baby.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Watch the safety. Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, Holt. Over the middle, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Let's go now. Traffic on leading.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
60 Bison. Panther Street.
Off the play fake, Holt. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They give to Bush going right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Holt. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have broken the tie. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On On second down, Beard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. Now, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Holt. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. $51 yards on the punt there.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll start with the option.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat.
Throwing on first down. Holt. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, set.
Operating from the gun. Holt to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll look to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Bears have broken the tie. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Ready.
They'll start by running the option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make...
Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Bears take...
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go, Reed. Go.
They'll run on first down. Beard. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Holt eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line, something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Okay, break. Craft all 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Holt steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Holt caught by Wilson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Beard. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Beard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down. Holt. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Ready. Red 38. Striker. Check striker. Hut, go.
On first down, Beard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run it with Bush. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
95. Check
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
43.
Mike 17. All day, baby, all day. Mike 17, Mike 17. Here we go, here we go.
Hut, hut.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Double time. 4 down, 4 down. Alert.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do. Today. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco. There you go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Butker now to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 2nd down now. Beard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On second down, here's the option.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. 34 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't work.
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Holt. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the play fake, Holt. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Holt. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. How about that? Their cornerback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
A final shot before break. Holt. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've hit halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Operating from the gun, Holt. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action, Holt sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard, he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bush. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! That punt returned 69 yards, and the Bears have broken the tie.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Hey. 4 down.
Mustang 19.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing on first down. Holt, he'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he... Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, go Fury.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On third down, Beard. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. They'll run on first down. Beard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Miller. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Off the play fake. Miller rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Holt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. On first down, Beard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Bears, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.
Today.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
throwing on first down. Holt. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holt. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Here we go. 77 Wolf. Pat the street.
On 2nd down now, Beard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Holt. Flush to his right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Looking to throw. Holt. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Beard. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Holt. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This is Ridley. And nothing much. Materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Bears at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Holt. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead?
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Holt. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions will take over here at their own.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out right at the 25.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On third down, Holt.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, Beard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, that 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Holt, he finds his man, complete. It's Stevens.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun. Holt throwing left side. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Beard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right, 97.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Wilson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Holt got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Holt. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stevens. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Holt. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Beard.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to state.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On 1st and 10, Holt. And Wilson with it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Holt. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the...
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. On 1st down, Beard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 51 yards.
Just an all right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So a pretty good opening. He's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's going to let this one go deep.
That went a little too high as it's... knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
On 3rd down, Beard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10. Holt, he finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Up the middle they go. Beard.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Bears had 7-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
You ready? Mike 46. Mike 46. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Exit.
Back to throw. Holt.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt.
Let's go now. Time to line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holt. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down, Beard, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back to throw. Holt. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears.
Go. Check 31.
Bravo 80.
Throwing on 1st down. Holt. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and
there he goes, right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the pump.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Let's go now. Deputy Lion.
I'm scared.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Crunch time, defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on third down. Holt. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On third down, Holt. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chicago offense set to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun, Holt. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Shut up. Cowboy 80.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, Holt.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They give to Bush going right. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Holt. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you get
touchdown Bears. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys.
And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on 2nd down. Holt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the gun on 3rd down. Holt flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Holt. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bang, 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 bang.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Holt. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line...
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's get it together, defense. 70 Timberwolves. He's checking.
Back to throw. Holt is going to leave. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run up the middle with Bush. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That'll go as a pickup of 8. This is Ridley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Holt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Holt looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They wind up with... So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points.
tonight.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran in his 9th season now in the league.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And a
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go, Riggs, go. Ready, hut.
They'll start on the ground with Bush.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Holt. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this: we've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. But...
yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Operating from the gun, Holt. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Holt. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beer, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beer
To the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, 27 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Looking to throw on second down. Holt. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side with Bush. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Set. Hurt.
On second down now. Beer. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Beard.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll run on 1st down. Beard.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On 1st and 10. Holt throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll go with a keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Holt eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down. Holt. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
On first down, Holt. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Holt. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Holt. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw on second down. Holt. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
54 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Red, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Under 10, 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Beard. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Come on. Hit, 19, 18. Lions. Ready, go.
Bush trying the middle, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
He's got room past the 30.
And he'll be out right at the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A give. This is Bush.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looking to throw. Holt. And finding the tight end Wilson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Holt got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevens. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he's brought down. Back now here on EA Sports. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
Their defense was able to force the punt.
Ready? Ready, go!
They'll start with the option.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll hand it off to Bush. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go set.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The keeper nets him only. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.